Senator King, you are recognized.
Thank you. Thank you, Senator Collins. I must say, this is the first time I've sat on this side of the table. It's more fun sitting up there, I think.
We have questions for you.
That's what I'm afraid of. I'm here to present the nomination of Justice Jon Levy, who is now an Associate Justice of our Maine Supreme Court. He was one of my first judicial appointments as governor of Maine in 1995. And I think it's important to say that I never knew him before he went through our judicial selection process. He wasn't a contributor, a political supporter, or a friend, but he was found, in effect, by our judicial selection as an outstanding legal practitioner. I appointed him to Maine's District Court, which is one of our trial-level courts, and within just a few years, he became Chief Justice of that court, which indicated his leadership. Subsequently, in 2002, I was fortunate enough to be able to appoint him to our Maine Supreme Judicial Court, and he's the first person in the history of Maine to go directly from the District Court to our Supreme Court without serving as a Superior Court Justice. He is, most simply put, he is a judge's judge. He is incredibly smart, analytical, has good judgment, is decisive, which is an important quality in a judge. He's not afraid of making decisions, and also has a wonderful judicial temperament. I observed this in action as I went to our hearing of our Supreme Court about 5 years ago when he was presiding over the admission of new lawyers. And so I sat in the back of the courtroom and watched him work through this process and was respectful, courteous, not intimidating, but at the same time dignified and analytical. And it was very impressive. As I remember vividly as a young lawyer, the unpleasantness of appearing before a judge who would be intimidating or sort of hard to beyond dignified. Justice Levy has avoided that. He has enormous respect among the bar and the bench in Maine. I'm going to submit letters for the record, including one from our Chief Justice, who talks about his enormous skill that he's demonstrated now in over 10 years on that court. In fact, her principal comment is that she's a little irritated that we're taking him away from her court. And if you knew Lee Softly, you'd know that that's exactly, she says what she means. But support from lawyers, from other judges, our former Attorney General. As I say, Jon Levy is a judge's judge, he has the breadth of experience that I think is really important to be appointed to a trial-level court. He's been a private practitioner for a dozen years, a trial-level court judge for 6 or 7 years, and an appellate judge. So he really has an enormous breadth of experience, and he has the combination of intellectual ability, which is positively dazzling, combined with a temperament that is courteous, thoughtful, relates to the issues of the litigants, and has really done a wonderful job in Maine. My leadership philosophy can be summed up in one sentence. It is to hire good people and take credit for what they do. And in Jon Levy's case, that's exactly what I did twice. I'm honored that the President has chosen to put his name forward for this important district judgeship in Maine, and delighted to be able to provide my most enthusiastic support. And I'd ask unanimous consent that the letters I mentioned be submitted for the record.
Without objection, they will be. Thank you very much, Senator King. And we turn now to your senior senator, Senator Collins.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senator Grassley. As you've just heard, Justice Levy has had a long and illustrious career as an attorney and a judge in the state of Maine. Senator King has pointed out that he was the one who started Justice Levy on the judicial track, where he currently serves as an associate justice on the Maine Supreme Judicial Court. a position that he has held for more than a decade. Well, I know that Senator King has outlined John's many qualifications. Let me just add a little more background for the benefit of the committee. Justice Levy in law school was an editor of the Law Review. He clerked for a judge in the Southern District of West Virginia. In 1981, he was appointed to the position of special monitor in the U.S. District Court for Southern Texas, a position that signaled the court's confidence in his legal abilities early in his career. In 1982, John and his wife had the good sense to relocate to the state of Maine, where he entered private practice in the town of York. Although his practice spanned a range of civil and criminal matters, he quickly distinguished himself in the area of family law. In fact, John literally wrote the book on family law. In 1988, he authored Maine Family Law, which has become the resource for practitioners. As both an attorney and a judge, John has remained very active with the local bar associations and several state committees working to improve the administration of justice in our state. He was elected by his peers to serve as president of the York County Bar Association back in 1991 and received its Outstanding Member Award in 2006, as well as the Maine State Bar Association's Family Law Achievement Award in 2001. As chair of the Maine Justice Action Group, Justice Levy championed initiatives to improve pro bono representation for Maine's elderly and low-income citizens, as well as affordable representation for other Mainers in need of legal assistance. In the same vein, he helped launch the Katahdin Council Recognition Program, an annual statewide program that honors Maine attorneys who provide more than 50 hours of pro bono service per year. Justice Levy has also advocated for these efforts at the national level, and this past August was appointed to serve as a judicial member of the American Bar Association's Standing Committee on Legal Aid and Indigent Defendants. Justice Levy's work with both juvenile justice and drug courts has helped to shape the judicial process in our state. In 1997, he started the York County Juvenile Court Pilot Project, a program that brings together judges, lawyers, prosecutors, police officers, and social service workers to redefine and shape how justice is administered to young people. Drawing on his experience with the juvenile system, he also helped to initiate the Juvenile Drug Treatment Court in York County. Justice Levy's extensive experience as a state judge and in private practice make him extremely well qualified for Maine's Federal District Court. His contributions to Maine's legal community and the juvenile justice system will give him a very valuable perspective on the federal bench. Mr. Chairman, Senator Grassley, I'm confident that if confirmed, John Levy will serve the people of Maine and this nation with great intelligence and integrity and impartiality. Thank you.